Welcome back once again. We've met and we're going to be looking at literacy, and that is based on comparison of adjectives. Today, our main focus is going to be how to do comparisons when we are dealing with adjectives and how to form these subject matter that we're talking about. Let's study the following. That is why it is open. To open this whole program, let's study the following. First of all, let's analyze the sentences that we have here. We have three main statements. Mary is a clever girl. Obi is cleverer than Mary. Abigail is the cleverest of the three. It is very clear in the above sentences that adjectives change in forms. We have clever, cleverer, and then cleverest to show comparison. All right. So hence they are called the 3 degrees of comparison. So if I'm taking again, we are being prompted that it is very clear in the above sentence that adjectives change in forms. Because realize that the first sentence or the first statement said, Mary is a clever girl. The second one says, Obi is cleverer than Mary. Then the last one, Abigail is the cleverest of the three. So it became very clear that, they change or adjective change in forms. Hence the first statement we had clever, the second one we had cleverer, and then the third one we have cleverest. Hence they are called the 3 degrees of comparison. The adjective clever, which represents the simple quality, is said to be in the positive degree, and it is used when no comparison is made. So when you make a statement without making any comparison, then it means you are dealing with the positive degree of adjective. The adjective cleverer, which tells us that Obi, when compared with Mary, has more cleverness, is said to be in the comparative degree. And this is used when two persons or things of the same class are compared together. When you are comparing two things, that is when you use the comparative degree aspect of adjective. The adjective cleverest, which tells us that of the three girls, Abigail has the highest degree of cleverness, is said to be in the superlative degree. And this is used when more than two persons or things of the same class are being compared. Now let's remember this. The comparative degree is generally followed by the conjunction than. Example, Te is wiser than Umar. Osa is braver than Amponsa. But the comparative can be used without than. Example, Odro is taller of the two boys. This purse is too large. Have you a smaller one? The poor fellow has seen happier days. So we are being told as to how to be using it. Because generally we've been told that the comparative degree is mostly followed by the conjunction than. However, we've been told that there are times we can do without it. And those are the examples that followed. The superlative degree is preceded by the and, by the, and followed by of. Example, Abigail is the cleverest of all girls. So we are seeing the introduction of the and then of. The. Greg is the tallest of all boys. But we can also say Greg is the best boy in the class, not a best boy. We can also say he is the fastest runner, not he is fastest runner. The is introduced, and it is very, very important. Let's look at the formation of the comparative and the superlative. So we have a chart here which denotes positive, comparative, and then superlative. Under positive, we have bold. So moving to comparative becomes bolder. That is the introduction of ER. Superlative, it becomes EST, which means boldest. Deep, deeper, deepest. High, higher, highest. Strong, stronger, strongest. Thick, thicker, thickest. weak, weaker, weakest. From the above chart, we can learn that the comparative is usually formed by adding er to the positive and superlative by adding est to the positive. Let's study the degrees of comparison here as well. Positive, we have able, comparative, abler, superlative, ablest, brave, braver, bravest, fine, finer, finest, noble, nobler, noblest, true, truer, truest, wise, wiser, wisest. When the positive ends in E, only R and ST are added to form the comparative. Big, bigger, biggest, fit, fitter, fittest, hot, hotter, hottest, sad, sadder, saddest, thin, thinner, thinnest. Now, when the positive ends in one consonant and the consonant is preceded by a short vowel, the consonant is doubled and ER and EST are added to form the comparative and superlative. Let's examine the degrees of comparison of the following adjectives. We have dry, it becomes drier under comparative, and then driest under superlative. Happy, happier, happiest. Heavy, heavier, heaviest. Pretty, prettier, prettiest. Merry, merrier, merriest. If the positive ends in Y and the Y is preceded by a consonant, the Y is changed into I and ER and EST are added to form the comparative and superlative. Remember, if the Y is preceded by a vowel, the Y is not changed into I when ER and EST are added. I believe for now we know what is a consonant and we know what are vowels. So, example, gay, gayer, gayest, gray, grayer, grayest. Again, let's look at this. Beautiful, most beautiful. Courageous, more courageous, most courageous. Intelligent, more intelligent, most intelligent. Pleasant, more pleasant, most pleasant. Now, all adjectives of more than two syllables form their comparative by adding the word more to the positive and the superlative by adding the word most to the positive. So remember that if an adjective has more than two syllables, remember to add more to the comparative and then most to the superlative. It is very simple. Then some also form theirs in an irregular way. Bad, it doesn't become badder, no, but it becomes worse and worst. Far, farther, farthest. For, former, foremost, and first. Good, well, better, and then best. Hind, hinder, hindermost. Late, later, latter, latest, last. Little, less, least. Many more, most, and what have you. So, children, I believe we've learned something good and we should be able to try our hands on these trial questions. First of all, we've come to understand that adjectives, if you want to compare them, there is a need for you to look at it from three ways. That is the positive, the comparative, and then the superlative. And then we are also told that when you want to create the comparative aspect of the adjective, there's a need for you to add er, and then looking at it from the superlative, there's a need for you to add est. We have also come to realize that there are some areas where there is a need if the adjective contains two syllables, there's a need for you to add more to the comparative, most to the superlative. Finally, we've been told that some form theirs in an irregular manner. So from bad, we are not going to bad, no. It becomes worse, and then under superlative become worst. Just like somebody say good, better, best. So it's in that order. And to try our hands on this, if you are confused, I would want to admonish you or prompt you that get back to the notes we have captured in the discussions we have had, and then you pick a cue or you pick wisdom from that, and it will guide you as to how to answer these questions. Remember to capture all this on the paper or in a book, and then when you are done answering, capture it with a phone, send it to the WhatsApp number 0244 133515. I believe you know my number 0244 133515. That is my WhatsApp line. So on this note, till we come your way again next week, all that I'm saying is stay safe and bye-bye. So it is just like that till number 10. So yours is to underline, and yours is to ensure that this whole thing you capture it on a separate book or paper, and then you capture it with the phone, and then you send it through WhatsApp to my number as usual, which is 0244 133515. I take it again. 0244 133515. That is my WhatsApp number. On this note, students, I wish you good luck. Stay glued to your books. Don't be gallivanting. Stay home and be good. Take care of yourself. Till we meet again. Bye bye.